are setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. And tonight our matchup, we'll see the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Chicago Bulls. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Hawks. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And, of course, Chicago, 3 games behind.
And for Chicago, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench. Iguodala said it's ingrained early, but in particular, he said, in the NBA, it's I need to get paid like a starter. And guys, that's a sacrifice that not many are willing to line up for.
David Aldridge, thank you. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. And it's Young. Then there's Carter. And it's Felicio in at the 4. And for the Hawks, Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Young. Then it's John Collins. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is Young. Capella kicks to Young. Pass to Collins. 4 on the clock. And count it from 19 feet away.
Collins does a nice job there preparing for that shot using his base.
Satoransky against Young. Satoransky, the pass to Young. Back to Satoransky. And Capella sends it back. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. Here's Collins. Good work defensively by Carter.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Back to Satoransky. Inside. Kick out to Levine. Got a hand on it.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Satoransky against Young. Gallinari outside. Stolen by Satoransky. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It was a good possession all the way around.
Now, here's Capella. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio. The kick out to Young. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 and that rim shrinking.
Bogdanovic passes to Gallinari. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
And checking out the numbers for Young. He's coming off an excellent season. Second in assists. And as one of the NBA's top 5 scorers, you also can't forget what an outstanding year he had offensively.
And back to him finishing runner-up in assists, his court vision, his ability to control the pace of a game makes him especially impossible to defend. Stolen by Collins. Here's Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Quick thinking there from the big man Collins. He used his length and some good quick hands to get that one.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls, trailing by 2.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Collins has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Young with no one around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Hawks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. A pull-up. And Capella with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovich.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
Now here's Levine, coming off 31 points last game.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And the shot is good.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Bulls trail by 6. Satoransky, bounce pass. Young passes to Satoransky. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Gallinari.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Satoransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
One shot.
The scouting report for Satoransky is this: if he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Satoransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Bulls trail by 3. Now Satoransky. He has 5. Two points. That one goes.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Pass to Young. Back to Bogdanovich. And Levine with the block. The 3 finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And you got to run Levine off that line. He's a legitimate threat to do damage from deep.
Here's Young, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Thaddeus Young.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles, but he can heave that up from just about anywhere, and when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
The first one falls.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
And so Young nails them both. Right, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
And the rejection by Collins. 4 on the shot clock. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Gallinari.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. And he handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right, right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
In the 2018 season, as the 5th overall pick, Trae Young was phenomenal towards the end of the year, winning 3 straight Rookie of the Month awards.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Atlanta. Chicago also making some changes. Lowry Marketing comes in for Felicio. And it's Kobe White in for Satoransky. Good on both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Levine dishes to White. Poked loose. He had stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And Gallinari throws it down.
Love to see Gallo close to the rim. He really finishes nicely with that jam.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game. And there's Levine on the assist by White. Levine's got 5 points so far.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
Young against Markkanen. Shots good from Young.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
The pass to Levine. Outside White. From deep 3-point range. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the San Antonio Spurs. And it goes down 2 points. And it's a 6-point Hawks lead.
Big guy can move. John Collins finds a way to get that one to go.
Well, Chicago's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Gallinari against Young. Six on the shot clock. That one doesn't drop. Collins with some nice D.
Well, he's just really struggling right now. And with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach Levine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for John Collins. Hunter's checked in for Gallinari. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young. Now here's Valentine. But he recovers it. Tries again. He can't get it to go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Fernando. And he bangs it home with one hand.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hawks. And it's White missing. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 14-2 run here. Stolen by Markkanen. Now here's White. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Gafford. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Dunn passes to Rondo. Down low. Fires the 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls trail by 8. White looking around. Porter dishes to Markkanen. Back to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Valentine. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Hunter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
I like Hunter with that frame and size. When he gets to the inside, there will be contact.
The Hawks have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The free throw drops for Hunter. Both shots good from the stripe.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Bulls trail by 10. Outside, White. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Rondo scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. The turnaround. It's all in by the Bulls. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
Now here's Markkanen. Good on the shot.
Have to give Markkanen credit there. Great job absorbing the hit on the shot.
And it's the Hawks ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Rondo. Makes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 10.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here is Porter after Rajon Rondo's bucket. He gets it in there. Markkanen's got his second bucket.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Dunn outside. Passes it to Okongwu. Over to the left wing. Dunn outside. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
And it's White missing.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Hunter. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what he sees as an advantage.
You know, we should have energy, and we should be outplaying the other team, like I said, just competitive-wise. We don't have all the miles other teams have. We should have energy, you know, young, hungry dudes that are ready to compete and show what they have in this league. And we shouldn't be tired out there. We should be the most conditioned team, and we should be running people up and down.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you, Stanswell?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
We've got Bogdanovich. Also, Rajon Rondo out there. Okongwu is out there with Hunter. And it's Fernando in at the power forward position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Now, here's Porter. Following the missed shot by Onyeka Okongwu.
And that's a nice sign. Porter normally on the other end of the pass, but great awareness.
Rondo passes to Okongwu. To the inside. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Felicio's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Bulls trail by 6. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Porter. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Satoransky against Rondo. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
And you look at Collins. Sitting at the top of the heap, looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And he knocks down the first one. The Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Okongwu. Alinari comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the Bulls making a change also. Levine's checked in. And so he hits both. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Bulls trail by 5. And here is Satoransky. He has 7, and that one is good.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. To the paint. Here's Young. Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Bulls. Porter's running and finished off by Porter.
And being 6'8", dunking, not an issue for Porter. All he needs is good position, and he's good to go.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
Atlanta making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Young is subbed in for Porter. That free throw good from Young.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Satoransky, the pass to Carter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Carter hits them both. The Hawks leading. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Young. Here's Capella. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot.
Here's Felicio. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Satoransky. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Young against Satoransky. Bogdanovich looking around. There's Gallinari with the 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Levine kicks to Carter. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Atlanta's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Chicago trailing here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets brain trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
To the inside.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Satoransky finds Levine over Bogdanovich, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
Bulls trail by 4. Levine with it. He has 5. Pass to Young. Back to Levine. From the high post. Collins grabs the miss for Atlanta. They've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Bogdanovich dishes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Young against Satoransky. Bean passes to Felicio. And the Bulls with another miss. The Hawks leading by 6. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Now here's Levine. Here's Satoransky, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Bogdanovich wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks. Chicago calls timeout.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella is going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Atlanta. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chicago. Kobe White comes in for Satoransky. Now White. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Young is double. Gallinari wide open. No good from outside.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's White. From deep. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
And it's Gallinari missing. Bulls trail by 11. Down low, here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Young. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce the Elam ending, a target score, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
first free throw is good.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Carter hits them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here is Young. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Clock at 6. Young is doubled. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Young with the steal. Here's Dunn. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Dunn's got his first points of the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
For 3, Levine, offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Second is Trae Young.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And he makes the first. So for the Bulls, Valentine comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Porter subbed in for Zach LaVine. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
And you think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick, going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
That free throw good from Young. Now here's White. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the pass to Valentine. Now here's Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's White missing.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 11. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
I love seeing Dunn use his creative side to get these calls. He is simply amazing at putting defenders in a tough spot.
The Hawks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
First one falls for him.
And Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. Scores the ball, distributes it well, and also pounds the glass aggressively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. Okongwu comes in for Collins. And Hunter subbed in for Gallinari. And the Bulls making a change also. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Carter. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bulls trail by 13. Outside Porter. The inside shot. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Okongwu kicks to Young. Out to the wing. Okongwu, the pass to Fernando. Shoots over Markkanen. Doesn't go that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
Here's Young. He's got 16. Pass to Fernando. Back to Young. To the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Bulls trail by 11. And here is Valentine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The shot's good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's Rondo. Passes it to Okongwu. Back to Rondo. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Valentine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And checking out the numbers for White, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. You know, year 1, he was learning the ropes. I think he's hoping to make a much bigger impact in his second campaign.
Absolutely. As a rookie, the game just goes incredibly fast. Sophomore year, things start to slow down.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. But they get it back. The Hawks leading by 8. Outside Rondo. Kicks to Young from downtown, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Young's got 9 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Valentine, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And there's the pass to Fernando. Rondo against Markkanen. Here's Hunter. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Rondo against White. The kick out to Porter. Over Okongwu. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Trae, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He ended up with 19 points, and Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years. Shaq, all he does is produce.
Listen, he can score off the dribble. Off the catch, he can pass. I love his game. He plays reckless, fearless. He's got a nine.
I like that. You know who started that?
Chris Webber.
Oh, right. Well, his durability is one of the other things that he has. But, you know, he really is like a power forward who plays like a point, meaning he plays on the perimeter, handles the ball, and he can carry the offense at times.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
You want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Here's Satoransky. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Young, and it's Felicio in at the 4-man position.
And with out of this world athletic ability, Levine has become one of the game's best dunkers.
Young with the ball, and it's Carter picking him up. Here's Collins. And now here comes Young leading the break. That one goes in. Carter's got 9 points.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Here's Levine after the basket by Atlanta. Yes, that goes in. Levine's got 4 points this quarter.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Young with the ball. He's got 19. Lobbed up there for Bogdanovich. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Chicago with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. It's good, and the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Levine.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Capella. And it's sent back by Carter. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Young passes to Levine. And the rejection by Collins.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
Levine wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Levine's got it back down to within single digits for Chicago. Now Young, 19 points in the game. Inside, deflects the pass. Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Levine. And Levine with the slam.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Here's Young. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Molinari finds Capella. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. There's Satoransky. Bank shot. No good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Young, here we go. And here's Gallinari outside. Felicio with a rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Satoransky against Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
And he makes the first. Chris Dunn's checked in for Young. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Dunn. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 14-6 run. And Satoransky kicks to Levine. Passes to Carter. Three-pointer. And another shot. Felicio, no good. Atlanta leading by 6. Bogdanovich passes to Collins. It's good. Collins has got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
Here's Satoransky. 13 points in the game. Pass to Young. Over Gallinari. And again, Chicago. No good. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Guarded by Levine. Capella kicks to Collins. Feeds to Gallinari. Capella trying to free himself up. And there's Gallinari on the assist by Collins.
A big man, John Collins, seeing the court that time.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Bogdanovich. 11 points in the game. Right side, Collins. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Stolen by Carter. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Bogdanovich. The Bulls also changing it up. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Wendell Carter. Porter comes in for Felicio. And it's White in for Satoransky. Gafford. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game. The Hawks leading by 6. Dunn passes to Okongwu. Back to Dunn. And stolen by White. Rebound by the Hawks. Collins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Young. Now the feed to Levine. Six on the shot clock. Gallinari with the steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Rondo's running, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And he can't get the first one. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. Hunter comes in for Gallinari. And the Bulls making a change also. Markkanen's checked in, and he sinks the second. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 7-point differential. Here's Levine. Banked in off the glass. Levine's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And running the pick and roll to perfection there. Much easier to execute when you have a handle like Levine.
Rondo against White. Here's Fernando. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Bulls trail by 5. Now here's White. The pass to Gafford. Outside Porter. Clock at 4. The 15-footer. Fernando pulls it in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Rondo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Rondo playing with great energy right now, putting the defense in some very difficult spots.
First trip to the line for him here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And Rondo drops them both.
Yeah, when Rondo gets motivated, and we've seen that now for a good stretch, he's as valuable as it gets.
Levine passes to Markkanen. He kicks it to White. There's the 3. The Bulls keep it alive. The shot, no good. Atlanta leading by 7. Fernando, the pass to Rondo. Stolen by Markkanen. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Can't hit from the elbow.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Now here's Rondo. Six to shoot. To the middle. Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got 8 points.
Orchestrating right now, Rondo should be playing with a baton.
Here's White. Pass to Gafford. Levine up top. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. White the pass to Porter. No good with the triple. Hawks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Passes it to Fernando. And here we go. Levine heading to the hoop. And that one drops. Levine's got 14 points now in the second half.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Pass to Okongwu. And here's Bogdanovich. He's got 11. At the top of the key, Rondo. Just 4 to shoot. And it's done in the corner. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And checking out some stats for Levine. Great showing for him last season. 11th in scoring. And he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. There's the dish to White. 1:58 left to play here in the third. Lays it up and banks it in. Now just a 5-point Atlanta lead. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Rondo passes to Okongwu. Rondo on top. And he makes good on the layup. Rondo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you get into the painted area. Rondo's got great touch on the inside.
And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. Dishes it to White. Over Rondo. And it's White missing.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Outside Rondo. Dunn right side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. The Bulls making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Bulls trail by 8. Knocks it loose. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel.
And the turnovers this quarter already translating into 8 points for the opposition.
Bulls shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. A second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The pump fake getting it done. Bogdanovich with a crafty play there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
First one falls for him. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Bogdanovich, another one of those draft players that gets stashed overseas for a few years. Drafted back in 2014 by the Kings before coming over for the 17-18 season.
And he's able to get it back. And again, no good by Chicago. Rondo with it. He has 6. Now Bogdanovich launches it. The putback, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater. And so it's Atlanta going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Hawks leading by 10. They've got Trae Young. Bogdanovich is out there with Okongwu. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Capella in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Okongwu slams it in.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Markkanen. Kicks it to Porter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. And a change for the Bulls. Carter, he's checked in for Markkanen.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Young. And here are the Bulls now, down by 15. Satoransky, the pass to Levine. It's tipped. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Young's shot is good.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in. Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Now here's Rondo. He dishes it to Gallinari. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 6th assist on the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. It's an 18-point game. Gallinari against Porter. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And they call an illegal screen here.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Collins checked in for Okongwu. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for the Bulls. Bulls trail by 18. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Atlanta on D. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now, here is Young. Now the pass to Capella. Outside Rondo. Pass to Young. Clock at 6. And here's Gallinari outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists now in the game. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Young finds Carter. Back to Young. 13 feet away. And he hits the jumper for 2. The Hawks leading by 17. Young passes to Gallinari. He feeds it to Capella. Outside Collins. Outside Rondo. 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. Chicago grabs the miss.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading.
What a jam!
Wow. Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
Now here's Rondo. Young dishes to Rondo. Gallinari in the corner. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gallinari's got 10 points in just the second half. Bulls trail by 18. Levine looking around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Young against Satoransky. To the inside. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Nice open look, but it's no good. Atlanta leading by 18. Here's Young. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Chicago calls timeout. Satoransky against Young. The deep 3 from Levine. And the Bulls with another miss. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Down low, here's Young. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Levine passes to Young. Carter Goes up again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
The first free throw is good. Atlanta making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. Carter hits them both. And the Hawks with possession here. They host the Kings after this game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Satoransky against Young. He kicks it to Collins. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. And yes, it's good. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Young is double. Pass to Dunn, and the turnover again by Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. They trail by 16. Satoransky with it. Now guarded by Dunn.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Here's Young. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Trae Young showing off his finishing ability on the inside.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Bulls trail by 16. Satoransky finds Young. Pass to Carter. Over Young. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Thaddeus Young. Carter's got 4 this quarter.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
There's the pass to Young. Capella against Carter. Kicks it out to Collins. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Levine against Gallinari. To the paint. Here's Carter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Done outside. Here's Gallinari. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
They get the rebound. Here's Felicio. And Capella sends it back. Here's Carter. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Young. Here's Felicio. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young passes to Gallinari. Back to Young. It's stolen by Carter. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And the jam by Levine.
Flying around in the open court, Levine can beat you with the jumper and the ability to play above the rim.
Now, here is Young. Gallinari outside. Up top, Capella. Back to Gallinari. To the inside. Kicks it out to Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins has got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Hawks. And here's Levine. Pass to Young. Passes to Satoransky. There's the triple. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here's Capella. Done outside. Back to Capella. Kicks it to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. He tries for 3. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. Collins, that's a 2-pointer, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Coming into this game, he had been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
From deep, Gallinari. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Young looking it over. Levine kicks to Satoransky. Offline with his 3. Atlanta leading by 11. Gallinari dishes to Young. Back to Gallinari. All sorts of time. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Levine. Danilo Gallinari unable to get his last shot to go.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Now here is Young. Pass to Capella. Back to Young. Young is double. Gallinari on the wing, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Wendell Carter. Williams comes in for Felicio. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Levine. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Satoransky. Here's Temple. Down low. Gallinari with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Temple. Following the basket by Trae Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. Young outside. And so it's Atlanta with the W. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Trae, leadership is such a key part of that point guard position. So what do you focus on with that?
I'm a big guy and building team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts, is off the court, because that translates on.
Yeah, you guys look like a tight-knit group right now, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.